Hello, hello, hello everyone. It is time again. It is time again, and today we're gonna have a special stream because we have a goal to reach, and in the moment when we reach it, we are opening an amazing giveaway. Let me just show you what we have in store, and to do so, I need to pull my chair because it's a big one. Just a moment, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. I mean, just look at the size of this. These are four amazing wallpapers. Let me show you all of them. Like, isn't this lovely? Just take a look at this. Take a look at this and tell me which one is your favorite. My so far is the Baron one. I really love this. I mean, the details of this are just amazing. Now let's see the next one. And here it is. Do we have a domination, guys, here? Do we have a domination? Like, the Grontars are really a thing, aren't they? So, let's see what we have next. Here it is. This is one of the first wallpapers that we did for Scars of Honor. And it is portraying the magic that the Infernal Demons are possessing. all these will be signed and given away in today's stream. So make sure you stick around. We start the first giveaway the moment when we reach 50 followers. We're just 2 or 3 away, so it should be relatively easy to achieve. Before we do that, let me open up with some amazing stuff that I believe you're gonna like. Hello Medea, hello everyone. So let's see what I have prepared for you. But before we do that, guys, let's discuss one thing. You've seen many games that are using quite a lot of Unity assets, like complete games made with Unity assets. And this thing recently became like a dogma to the genre. Like, if you see a game that is using Unity assets, it's right away not a good thing. We are using assets, but with a one very big caveat. We are using them only as placeholders which never reach the gamer. Let me show you what I mean by this. Just a second. This will also show you what are we currently working on. Just a second. Let me switch. Just a moment. Okay. So let me go like this. So currently, you see behind the doors of Beastbars Entertainment yet again, and we're gonna see something really cool. Now, when I say we're also using assets, let me show you what I mean by this, and when they can be really a useful thing. Here is it. What you see right now is just a placeholder assets. These 4 elementals that you see, they were spawned by a mage. This is of course in production. This is not gonna be final. This you will never see it in game, because these are just assets that need to be there to help us develop the system. And I'll explain you what I mean by this. When you purchase a game ready asset, you're receiving the model. So nobody needs to create a concept, because this is how we start. We first create a concept. Then we approve the concept. Then we make the 3D models, which is time consuming process. Like, this takes a lot. Once the 3D model is completed, then you texture it. After you texture it, then you give it to a rigger, which creates the skeleton of the model. Once this thing is created, you go and you create animation. And only then you go and develop. However, you can do a different way of development. And this is what we do. We take ready models that we know that they will have a walking animation, they will have fight animation, they will have die animation. We create the system. We create the system for the whole stuff. Then we take these models. Completely out. They never come to you. They absolutely never come to you. And we swap them with our models. But then we have the full system absolutely complete. So this is what I meant when I said using assets, Unity assets is not bad. It is only bad. It is only like it is definitely a bad thing if you use them to release a game with this. This is a thing that you use while you are developing. So it's really, really important to be distinguished. I'm really curious when the assassin character will be ready. That's a very interesting question. And to be honest, we have a full list of upcoming quests that we want to release and create. Assassin so far is relatively down the line because before that we really need to do to double down on one thing. Right now we have shown you only DPS classes. Yeah, for those who have played on the previous test, you guys know you have seen only DPS classes. Right now we need to work on healers and we need to work on tanks. And as I said in the previous team, we definitely need to make sure that these will be interesting and engaging classes. So Assassin is just another DPS that of course needs its time. It definitely needs to give its flavor. But right now we're more focused on something that we need for the PV, because this is where we are right now really focused. Okay, and my necromancer. Yeah. So you see, I just showed you how we are working right now on the minion system. So once we have the minion system, it is super easy to create the necromancer class. Let me show you something else. Maybe I should not, but let me do it. Level design. Now, things that you're seeing right now, they are not final. Graphics are not there. This is just a very little sneak peek about the world that you're gonna encounter and how we are developing it. This is nowhere near. These are just some small pieces of land that you can see there. But this, graphics wise, is just right now we are exploring. Should we here place a path? Should this be a bridge, etc.? So this is not final. This is not what you see when you go inside the game. Let me see what we have here. This is yet another exploration. How we do caves, like just on a scale, how they would look like, and what can you find in there. So this is also... Hello from Italy, Kashi. So yes, right now we are exploring the insides of a cave, one of the many. And it's important for those that are right now here with me to remember this and then compare what you see right now with the official Scars of Honor stream when we unveil this thing, because it's gonna be completely different. Like, this is just the scale, the vibe, and it's important for you to see how it's gonna be decorated afterwards. And I'm not going anything more than this. So last time we were playing with you guys the Tordom Monk, weren't we? So we started a journey. Where we wanted to see how far we can go with the monk. Do you think flying mounts could eliminate the social component? The social component, I'm not sure if they're the exact cause of eliminating the social component. I think bigger damager, like to the social component, is a queue system. Just open the UI, click sign for dungeon, and you just sit there and wait. Then, out of nowhere, you're inside a dungeon with 5 random people. And you're playing a game where you're supposed to solve a lot of mysteries, to complete complicated bosses, etc. Oh, Swill Beast, thank you for the follow, man. So, let's get into the game. Where did we left it last time? Let's see. Where did we left it last time? So yeah, flying mounts are not really affecting that much the social component. They are kind of affecting, if I have to be honest, they are affecting the open exploration, the exploration of the open world. If you're using flying mounts, you're basically, I showed you, I just showed you, just a second, let me get back to this, and discuss this thing because it's important. Let me open up the curtains of Beastburst Entertainment and discuss this. Very small place that you see right now, but it's in the open world. If you are having flying mounts, you can fly right on top of it and not uncover anything that the level design team and the dressing team have set here for you. Like if there is a hidden treasure or something, if there is a hidden cave or something, you wouldn't know this. You're just using something to transport you faster from point A to point B. But in that process, you're losing a lot. So yes, I really believe flying mounts, in the way that we have seen them in recent MMORPGs, is really hurting. Because you skip a lot from the open world. Okay, let's now go back to our game. And yeah, we need one more follower, and we are opening the amazing giveaway for all these big wallpapers. In the meantime, let's hope I'm not going to be destroyed. Okay. So let's see what we need to do next. Just a moment. Summon Una. What a name.
Be getting through here for now.
If the Fae spirits are still watching.
Last week I drank a frozen Pepsi and I got sick. I'm not going to do this anymore. Last week I stood here on the AC and I'm also a little bit sick. So I'm not going to do this as well anymore. So let's see what is up for us in Path of Exile this week, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Somebody told me previously that very recently, very soon, I should be able to obtain the so-called bell. Hello, Tordum. We are playing the Tordum Monk. Where have you been? We are playing the Tordum Monk yet again. Maybe you also skipped some of the cool spoilers, so stay alert. No. By the way, guys, do you like my new cheering gif? And this is one of the biggest internet dilemmas. Do you call it GIF or you call it GIF? How do you call it, guys? What is correct, GIF or GIF? What do you think? I always called it GIF. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's the correct way, but this is how I read it and how I pronounce it. Just a second. Let's make it better. Yeah, we are one more... Oh, actually 2 more forwards away from the big giveaway. So what we need to do here in this cave? Let's see. Continue through the grim triangle. Tangle, not triangle. Whoa, that was nice. Gian Carpi, welcome. Guys, how many of you have played Path of Exile so far? What do you think about the game? And of course, all kinds of questions, Scars of Honor. I'm always open, you know this. Hey, hey, hey. We are one more forward and we are opening. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follow, man. This dungeon seems hard. I don't know if I'm big enough level to be here, to be honest. Not really sure about this. By the way, let me show you, for those who joined recently, let me show you the beautiful wallpapers. How big are they now? And here we are! 50 followers and we are opening this giveaway. So for everyone who writes exclamation mark giveaway in the chat, you guys now have the chance to win one of those signed by me, and we will send them directly towards your address for free, of course. Now this is one of my, let me make it like that so you can see it. This is a wallpaper of the Grontars, and my absolute favorite of all time, this one. Isn't it lovely? Isn't it lovely? We have one more. This one was the first wallpaper for a arena in Scars of Honor. The first one for arena in Scars of Honor. What if I won a poster last time? Am I blacklisted now? No, you're not. Of course you're not. You just need to be lucky, man. You just need to be lucky. Yeah, arena. You don't know that we have arenas? 50. We go. You guys earned it. You guys just earned it. So let me open up the draw software. Just a moment. Okay, let me go there. Let me pick. Just a moment. Just a moment. Giveaway. Keywords. Just a moment. Okay. So start writing giveaway now, guys. Start writing exclamation mark giveaway. In the next 5 minutes, we are picking the first winner. Thank you all for the subs, for the follows, sorry. Now you just need to write exclamation mark giveaway. Thank you so much. Yeah, we need more entries, come on, boys. Let me know which one you want to be the first one. Should we go Grontars? Should we go Baron? Should we go Inferno Demon? Should we go Arena Wallpaper? Which one? Let me know. Arena. Are you sure? They are big ones this time. They are format A3+, so they are bigger than the ones that we had last time.
Don't have room for that.
They are bigger now. Oh. I need to pay a little bit more attention to the game, looks like. When you show the world map? I haven't showed the world map so far. I haven't showed it. And world map is always a subject of change. It's always a subject of change. So whatever I show, even if I show it right now, it's gonna be changed. It's definitely gonna be changed once we release the game. But it's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive, I can promise you that. We really are banging on a very, very big open world. Will there be any changes made to the way some heroes hold weapons, as their weapons shine, or walking animation or voiceovers in the game? For example, Warrior holds his sword a bit strangely while fighting. I think more proper adjustments could be made. Let me tell you one idea. Just a moment. I want to show you something. Just a moment, gentlemen. I will actually share screen and I will show you what an idea we had for warrior and what I want it to be, especially about holding weapons. And you tell me if you like this. Just a moment. So, do you know this character? Talion. Let me try like this. Yes, exactly. What do you think about this position of the weapons, especially for the warrior? Let me see if I can find a better picture. Better picture, like from the back. Something like this. Like with a sword and a dagger. But to be positioned here. What do you think? Let me see if I can find. Just a moment. If I can find better. Talion. No, I'm not really not finding it right now. Talion Ranger maybe. Talion weapon, something like this. No. Yeah, something like this, but this doesn't really resembles the warrior as it should be. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. What do you guys think? Should this fit the warrior? Let me know. Okay, so let's also pick the first winner. The first winner will win the arena. The arena wallpaper. Here it is. Here it is, gentlemen. And let's choose the winner. And the winner is Libidinoso. Congratulations, man. Congrats. You earned it. So I'm signing it and I'm sending it to you. Let me just write here that you are the winner of this. Just let me write it. Libidinoso. Congratulations, man. Congrats. We have the first winners. The first winner. Okay. So let's get back to the game, shall we? Let's get back to the game. And after we beat the next boss, we are drawing yet again the next winner. So make sure you stay tuned. So let's find the game. Let's find the game, and the game is here. Okay. Let's get back to it. Congrats to the winner. So we have the waypoint, and let's go back to the dungeon. Let's get back to the dungeon. Libit, did you won the last time? And now you won again, or this is your first time? Oh, congrats, man. You won a very, very nice thing. The wallpapers now are bigger than the ones previously. So let's try to conclude this dungeon. Lesser mana plus. I think I need to check. By the way, let me reduce a little bit maybe the audio of the game. Is this better? It should be, right? So we need to travel to Organ Village, continue through the Grim Tangle. Okay, we'll continue. No problem with that. No problem with that. Will the City of the Undead still be called Gravestone? Not really. I think the last decision that we took is gonna be called Veltaras. This is gonna be the name, but this is still not like 100% confirmed yet. It's just what I can confirm you. It's not gonna be called Gravestone, but that's a very good question. By the way, how many of you guys know a little bit about the story of Scars of Honor, and do you think, in general, an MMORPG cannot exist and cannot thrive if it doesn't have a good story, like a good war? How important the war is for you? This is interesting thing that I would like to see your opinion about.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Maybe 10% I read war. Okay, but don't you think war is important in the sake of like understanding the villains? Like if you need to fight a boss or something like this, don't you feel like you'll be more invested if you know the story of your enemy? Like, how about that? For me personally, I definitely believe that war is important. Like knowing what you have against you is something different. I have an issue war that you posted years ago on Discord. Oh, nice. We have some major fans, and nothing makes me more happy than this gentleman. Ladies and gentlemen. So we have here another chest. Hopefully we find something good inside. What is this? Shield, yeah. This is not the goodies that I was expecting, but let's go. Nice to know. But don't need to. Yeah, ultimately, if the boss fight is like interesting, if it is engaging, you can go. The main NPC of Trust tells us there is a bad guy, kill him, I'm fine. So you just need to be called, like, go and kill. That definitely works, but I don't think it works like for everyone. Some people are really invested into the war of the game. They want to spend a lot of time with. Just imagine how a very successful game like World of Warcraft could have been if they never told you the story of Arthas, for example, or what he did. Like, it feels completely different, and many would argue that if not mainly, but I think absolutely mainly because of the war, Wrath of the Lich King was probably the most successful expansion. Shield Aris 1 is abandoned. There is no news. The game is empty with no players. That's very sad to hear, to be honest. I know I'm a owner of a gaming studio, and projects like that are competition. But end of the day, we are all playing the same game. It is like if I'm the owner of, let's say, a football club, and it's called whatever, and somebody else doesn't have any viewership so far, I need to be happy. This doesn't make me happy because the game of football is losing. Same applies for the genre MMORPG. Every time an MMORPG dies, the genre is receiving damage. So this is very sad, and I hope they somehow find a way to return back to glory. I saw good things in the beginning. I unfortunately never played the game. Yep, it's safer to implement a story and feed story hungry players, and the rest who doesn't care play anyway. That won't work the other way around. Yeah, that's definitely a thing. That's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Which MMORPGs are you guys playing recently? It's important for me to check this out. Sacred World Legends. I don't know this game. Is this a boss or not really? Feels like an elite of some sort. A hidden gem. How do you guys feel about Throne and Liberty and Guild Wars 2? Guild Wars 2 is legend. Like, this is one of the MMORPGs that will never die. And these games are the pillars of MMORPG. So we can all be thankful to these games. No. By the way, guys, what do you think? I had an idea to create a really nice video together with the team, explaining the story of Scars of Honor, how it all started, what were the steps that we did, like show some sort of history footage from when Scars of Honor was absolutely at the beginning. Would you be interested to see such a material? Like a YouTube video unveiling this. They are not going to queue a complete tier of materials and crafting. I mean, in other MMOR, crafting was only directed to those who were at the game's release. How come? How come crafting can be directed only to those who were at the game's release? This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense, this. Okay, sounds great. So we're doing it, boys. We're doing it. We're doing it. I have really nice ideas and nice materials we can show you. So let's see what is. Oh, you posted behind the music of Scars of Honor. Meet Constantine. Yeah, Constantine is one amazing guy. He's doing a lot for us in terms of music composition, SFX. So, and I thought you were going to post series of videos behind Scars of Honor, but you did not continue. To be honest, we never looked at it as a serious thing. We just wanted to share this story and then find another story with that we can share and find like interesting for the audience. So what should we do? Continue through the Grand Triangle. Where is that? Did I went out somehow? All materials will be important, including simple copper. I really don't get that. Continue through Green Triangle. Am I there actually? Or I'm not there? I think I'm not, maybe? I think I'm not. Let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of those. Yeah. I don't know why did I get out of the dungeon. Is this a dungeon? It looks like a dungeon. Waypoint, we don't need the waypoint. Let's continue through it. By the way, guys, what do you think about the idea that we are implementing for the crafting and gathering? To not be just simply click and wait a time bar to complete, but to play a small mini game which can give you better loot or can make you fail in general. The process of gathering or crafting. So what is this? Rusted armor. Let me see, what do I have? Oh, this one feels really stronger. Let me see. Blacksmith Whitestone. Gathering is such an annoying gaming experience. Yeah, but why? I mean, gathering in many MMORPGs that I have seen so far, I completely agree. It's definitely an annoying gaming experience because you just click and you just and you watch what is happening. I agree, this is boring. If you all want to implement it, please make the spawns random. Absolutely. If the spawns are not random, this is really easy for players to just stay there on the spot and make sure that nobody else gets the ore. So this is ruining the game. So we have implemented the so-called spawner system, which basically allows you to pick a central spot, and then in distance around it, it can spawn randomly at different positions. So players will have to spread and run around to find what they want to find. Now let me just change one thing really quickly. Let me set a new goal like this for 60. Yes, and then we can do the next giveaway yet again. Okay, so let's get back. Short bow, we don't need a short bow. Am I not having any scrolls? And could support gem. Quarter stuff. Exploring the world to gather stuff is something else than running same route. Yeah, than running same route 300 times. Completely agreed. Exploring the world is something that a lot of MMORPGs currently underestimate quite a lot. And the open world first needs to be there for you to have the exploration, for you to have the feeling of a journey. If you don't have the open world, basically, what kind of a journey is that? You're gonna spam only dungeons on raids from queue? Not fun, right? You know, but this one chose the easy way out. When I was giving feedback for the developer, said they would not be leveling an item game. They said there will be no PK Clan Wars. They didn't change the gameplay, and the game was very easy for those who managed to complete the dungeons. This is something that I touched previously in the previous stream. Game being easy is the closest thing to game being boring. If the game is super easy, what will be your satisfaction the moment when you actually beat the boss, or you complete the achievement, complete the quest, or anything of that sort? So this is very valid. Very valid. I completely agree. No. As a personal pro tip, don't implement the open world PvP. There are people, you might be surprised, there are a lot of people that are actually playing especially for that. And there is nothing bad in this. There is definitely a problem when you have the open world absolutely turned on all the time. And I always hated being level 5 and out of nowhere rogue level 50 or 60 or whatever just comes and just nukes me out. Like, who is winning of this? Nobody. But if you create a specific zones where the open world PvP is actually mandatory, like this is the place where you go to have such experience. It shouldn't be always like completely forbidden, but it should not be also always completely open for everyone. There is no like specific rule where you say no open world PvP or full open world PvP. Both are having big downsides. Big, very big. Everybody who is here right now definitely have suffered being WoW level, and then out of nowhere somebody that is way higher level comes and just nukes you out. This is no fun. This is absolutely no fun, you know? Big damage. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna be able to nuke these guys, but let's try that. Is the best loot we can get in the game either through crafting or raid bosses? They should do this with random loot drops. Is this an idea that is sort of too easy to get the gear? Yeah, very interesting question. So let's speak a little bit about loot. Everything you do in MMORPG, you're doing it for the loot. First, let's discuss how the loot should be presented towards the player. If I just open up a simple UI and I say you get blue boots, green shirt, whatever, and just crop next to it, it is just a UI thing that is not giving you any dopamine hit. ARPGs, like the one we are playing right now, are really good at this. The moment when they give you the loot, it is like a piñata effect, we call it. You just feel satisfied. The moment when you see the orange, you know this is very, very good. The moment when you see purple or blue, you know exactly what is happening, but they are not part of the UI. And then let's discuss the loot itself. The loot should not be something that you just receive and that's it. I mean, if you receive the sword of specific boss, let's say you killed Silvergillion. Silvergillion is the main villain that you're gonna fight in Scars of Honor when we release the game. Let's say you killed him and he drops a sword or axe or whatever it is. Your game should not end there. What we are doing in Scars of Honor is the following thing. Every time you receive a loot, you receive also chances of receiving specific stats on it. You can receive this item 5 times, and it can be 5 times stronger or weaker than the previous one. Of course, you also have the levels of your encounters, being them raids, dungeons, etc., which are also influencing this. But you have the reason to go again and again and again until you match the perfect stats for you. So this is how we want to do it with Scars of Honor. If you are a father with a full-time job who has 1 hour a day to just want to grind real quick and then starts to have a fight people who don't have real life, you lose casual players and you end like yeah. Well, this is probably the hardest thing, to find the specific balance between what is the content for the people who have like 1 hour a day to play and make them satisfied, and what is the content that you need to offer to players that are having, for example, 12 hours a day to play. These are two completely different player groups. Completely different player groups. This dungeon is definitely dangerous. You let the 12-hour grinder grind the content in dungeons and raid, but don't match them in open world. Yes, definitely. Definitely you don't need to match them, unless somebody decides to try his luck. I completely agree with this. Ooh, that was nice. No, 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 no. You could have full world PvP, but with something, an instance of an allocated character that can turn PvP on and off. This, to be honest, turning it on and off is also something that can be dangerous to the game. I'll give you an example. The setting that you apply, especially at the start of the game, is basically the preferred choice of the developer. And when you are starting, this definitely needs to be turned off. Because you entering a brand new game that you're just playing for a 1 hour right now, and being ganked from somebody who is playing it like 3 months already, it's not gonna feel well for the person who has just joined in. And more of that feelings are harmful to the game in general. Because the harder it is to start the game and to feel well in it, the harder the game will grow. And that's absolutely normal thing. So you need to be really careful. New World had 1 million players in the first weekend and ended up losing 99%. Losing player base after release is absolutely not natural thing. Like, this is normal. This is something expected. However, how much exactly you are losing is the important part. If you manage to lose like 50, 60% and then maintain this, your game was absolute blast. Like, it was huge success. But then comes the most important part. After the initial release of the game comes even more important stuff. You need to make sure that after 3 months or 2 months or 4 months, whatever is the release schedule of the next patch, of the next major content that you're gonna provide to the community, the moment when you provide it, the flow of the players was like this after the launch, and that's absolutely normal. The moment when you release the patch, it needs to go like this. Then you have a healthy game. Then you made something good, and absolutely, that game will thrive. And this is no shame. This is not meaning that the game is dying or anything like that. If the game is losing players after the initial start, there are so many reasons why you could be losing players after the start of the game. So many. I need to rewatch the stream. Yeah. It's gonna be uploaded, definitely. So, where shall we go from here? Let me see the map. Yeah, we need to go that route, boys. We need to go that route. By the way, let me know if you want us to try any other game next time. Path of Exile is definitely a really cool game, and I really like it. But let me know if you want to test something different next time. Like some RTS games. What do you guys think? Do you like RTS games? No, 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 no. It was... Try New World. No, 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 no. Die. Red Dead Redemption 2. I love this game. I love Red Dead Redemption. I absolutely love it. Where is Delvin? He's here. So where shall we go? Maybe somewhere here? Can I pass through here? No? I can't. What do I have here? Do I have a scroll? Yes, I do. So let's put the scroll in here. Let's make this. Boots. Oh, we have very good boots. Helm 31, 23. This is trash. Let's throw it. What do we have? Like armor 12. Let's throw this. Let's throw this. Let's throw this. This friend is thinking very wrongly. He is being a bit self-serving. He's saying that no open offer can hold place on the market. There is no such thing. Guild Wars, Elder Scrolls, both are all played what right now, and their audience is quite large. Okay, so it's rawhide belt. Should we? Where do we put the? Ah, here it is. Rawhide belt. 24%. Is this belt better? I think we don't know. On this we need to clear lesser mana fast. Let's clear a bit from the junk that I have accumulated here. Let's try to. This is ring. Where do we put rings? Here. Okay, belt. Let's clear this. This is orb. What do we use? Adds rune socket to material weapon. Did I did anything actually? I think I haven't. I think I haven't, but who knows? So let's see the map and let's go. No. View the game, have enchants and gems for gear. To be honest, this is not really at the plan right now for the first version of the game. We have a specific time frame for the first version of the game, and we need to pick the most crucial systems and the ones that are going to provide the most for the time that we invest. I'm giving you an example. Let's say we want to choose between creating an arena system and which one? Let's say enchant system. Exactly. Like arena gives you quite a lot of fun and engagement to a specific audience, like the PvP players. Enchant is a supplement, like a supplementing system. So for the start of the game, right now it's not planned. We have set some leeway in our production plan so that we have some time for unpredicted stuff. And if everything goes well, and we have nothing else to do, all the bugs are fixed, game is amazing, which is pretty much impossible for us to feel like there is nothing new that we can incorporate, then we can consider systems like enchants, etc., to be incorporated at the beginning of the game. But that doesn't mean we're gonna wait for like 3 expansions later to unveil enchanting as a profession. it can definitely be like version 1.2 or 1.1 or on 1.3, depending on where we see the mass audience leaning towards. Let's imagine for a moment that we really see that Scars of Honor audience is really, just an example, is really liking crafting in general. That means we really need to invest in professions, and then we sit down and we list the most desirable professions. It's gonna be enchanting or something else. We're gonna see. uh, Currently, how much does the game wait for the official release? I'm not sure about the question. Maybe you are asking how much does the game we wait for the official release. The official release is planned to be next year. It's definitely planned to be next year. We have written the whole production pipeline so that we achieve this. Uh, Wait, maybe cost? No, no, I mean production cost. Like in production cost, when you're looking it from the developer perspective, it is the time needed to develop a system. When the player is looking about costs for a game, he thinks how much do I pay for the game, but it's completely different view, and we are referencing two completely different stuff, if you know what I mean. When a developer, game developer, is using this, and when a player is using this. About leveling, how are you thinking about building this regarding the time until you reach the maximum level and the games war moving the leveling across different maps, etc.? Leveling is something that is quite tricky, and leveling should not feel just as a number that you need to reach and then the game starts. If we have this, that means we failed in designing the leveling journey. The leveling journey needs to be fun, needs to be engaging, needs to make you enjoy the process. It needs to be challenging as well, because if it's not challenging, you won't be really invested. This is my take on leveling. I especially recommend Scars of Honor to my friends who are waiting for the game, because other games work with a market system that constantly consumes itself. The only game I'm waiting for right now is Scars of Honor, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I think it will be good, and they will succeed. We hope for the best, but we are always prepared for the worst. So this is a mentality that allows you to go forward in this direction. And there are, of course, some specific rules like no pay to win, because this is the first thing that kills the game. And second, make sure that the content that you have is engaging and fun. You don't need to have like 500,000 different systems. You need to have like 5 systems in the game, polished, well delivered, that make the player wanna come back. If you play Scars of Honor now, you get out, and then you think about the game, we made it. We made it, boys. So this is what we need to achieve. This is what we want to achieve. So let me see, where should I go now? Maybe I need to go left. Oh boy, how I need some health. How I need some health. Okay, so it's not this route either. I don't know if you already have an idea of putting events in the open world for people to have fun, like world bosses, rifts, so we have something to entertain ourselves in game. Events are definitely a thing, but events are not the only thing that we can put in the open world. And open world PvP is, of course, not the only thing that you can do in open world content. One amazing example is just exploration, hidden treasures that you can unveil, puzzles that you can solve. So we can do a lot. Open world, with open world you can definitely do a lot. I'm so close to dying here. So close. Can I refuel? Come on. I need a refuel so bad. I think I'm gonna die again. No. Come, 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 come. Oh no. Ah. Okay, let's give it another try. I think we need to go this route, boys. Aren't we? Yeah, we need to go this route. I love the killing palm. It's like an absolute execute. Why do I... Let me check, because I think I just obtained new spells and I haven't... New abilities and I haven't placed them on the action bar. Can I be such a noob? Is it possible that I'm such a noob? No, 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 no. Come on. Okay, let's see. What was the shortcut? Do I need to press like all of them? Killing palm. Failing thunder, I already have this. P. Okay, so it's not a new. I thought this was a new ability, but it's not. So let's see, where shall we... Oh, whoa, 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 what was that? Why it feels like this makes absolutely no meaningful damage? Am I so weak? No, 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 no. Okay. So, no, let's go this route. Let's go far left. Far left, and let's see what we're gonna find there. I'm not gonna stop here, I'm just gonna go like Leroy Jenkins. Guys, how do you feel about Atros or Ninja Loads in MMORPGs? We all faced them. Come on, we all have faced them, and we all had to deal with them. I'm curious about which other games besides World of Warcraft you take as an example because every game copies and or borrows ideas from each other. I'm aware that WoW is admired. Is there any other game you take as an example? Amazing question. Amazing question. Thank you for this. So you are very, very accurate that every game out there, absolutely every game, even World of Warcraft, took inspiration from its predecessors. So World of Warcraft was my first ever MMORPG. I was completely blown away from that game. I absolutely love it. This is to know like it's not hidden that we have taken a lot of inspiration from World of Warcraft. I have played other games, MMORPG games like old school RuneScape. Like recently, I've played New World, and I actually had a lot of fun playing New World. So in every game, you can definitely find something that you like, and you can incorporate it in the game. Another example, I'm playing it exactly right now. Say this. Say this. Have you seen our latest stream with the talents? This is an example of inspiration. This is how we got inspired to create the talent system in Scars of Honor from this game. So, when you're making a game, being an MMORPG or anything like that, it doesn't always mean that you need to look at games just from your genre. You can find something cool outside of your genre, take it out, put a little a bit about put a little bit flavor that you provide, and then create a new recipe. Many times you create something really unique and interesting. So yeah, WoW is not the sole inspiration for Scars of Honor. Definitely, we have so many different things already. But one thing that we really like from World of Warcraft is the dynamic, fluid, dynamic and fluid combat system. By the way, gentlemen, start spamming giveaway. The moment when I beat this boss, we are doing the next giveaway. So make sure you start spamming and stay around for the giveaway. I'm not sure if I'm gonna beat it from the first time, but we are going to try it, you know? No. I thought he's going to explode. Oh, he's here. No. Where is he now? Oh, die! It's time for a giveaway, isn't it, boys? No. Why I was staying there? To be nailed like a noob. Move. Where did the boss go? I think this boss is relatively easy. I think it's relatively easy. Whoa. No, move. I think we got him, boys. I think we got him. I have full flask, and he's already half his HP. How did you came with the name Scars of Honor? Ha! Well, today, guys, you are asking amazing questions. How did I came with the name Scars of Honor? Long story short, me and my wife, when I started the project, as many of you already know, I was doing the whole project completely alone, and the only person besides me with whom I was sharing ideas was my wife. we were discussing all kind of ideas about the classes. How cool would it be if an MMORPG had a pirate class there? Imagine that. How cool would it be if tanks were more engaging, not just boring, you know? And one of the ideas, oh my god, I need to restart this. Doesn't matter. One of the ideas that we wanted to portray with the game was the engaging leveling. So we wanted to emphasize on something that is leaving marks on your soul for the journey till the end goal of the high level, the max level. So we thought about different names, like how cool does this sound? How cool would that sound? And then basically everything that I did was I was sitting like this and I was writing in GoDaddy the moment when we came up with any name, and if it was sounding nice, I was like, GoDaddy, just scarsofhonor.com, enter. Boom, it's free. Oh my god, I really love this. I really love this. And from then on, it just was like, okay, that's the name. Okay, we got it. The hardest part is there. Now let's make an MMORPG. So let's give it another try. Leveling is my favorite thing. Hey, thank you for the follow, man. Thank you so much. Dodeka, thank you so much. Oh, move. Whoa. So yeah, this is how the name Scars of Honor came to be. Then the next thing that I did, the moment when we had the final decision about the name, was to find a very, very talented artist that was one Chile guy. Yeah, he was based in Chile, and I hired him like right away. It was basically me, my wife, and the artist. So I'll show you in a minute. What were the materials that he created. Let me just pause it for a moment, and I'll switch to show you. This is really nice question. So let me put a little bit of music while we are doing this, and I will show you what he did. So this is before we actually had Beastburst Entertainment. So let's go to scarsofhonor.com. So this is the domain I purchased like right away. So let's go to factions. Of course, WOGO. This was created before we even had Beastburst, because when I started it, I had no idea to make like gaming studio out of this. And this thing, and the banners. These are made from that artist. These are new things that we have made recently. And of course also this, like the domination sigil and the banners. One additional thing that he did is this wallpaper, the first ever Scars of Honor wallpaper. Let me show it to you. Just a moment. Let me see, where is... Do we have a wallpaper category? Yes, we do. So let me see if we actually have it uploaded. Okay, let's see, page number 2. Yes, this one. This is the first ever Scars of Honor wallpaper. What I can say right now is like Inferno Demon, we kept it relatively close to the concept. Orc is completely different. Human is human everywhere in all games. And Sun Elves is relatively close. Then these two that you see over here. Oh wait, this one as well. This one is the next one that was created like right at the moment from the same artist, the moment when we actually established Beast Bars Entertainment. This one. These two are the first two that we purchased as a studio. But this one, I purchased it completely on my own when there was no studio. Which one, by the way, is your favorite? So, you see this? You see this? We are beating the boss, and somebody of you guys will have this. These amazing beauties. So make sure you write exclamation mark giveaway. So let me see if there is anything else. Just a moment. No, these are all relatively new after that. So let's get back to the boss. Let's get back to the boss. Let me reduce a little bit the music maybe. By the way, the mounted hero armor or the weapon costumes that we haven't seen yet being prepared, because we see some costumes or armors set in every podcast, or they're still gonna be prepared. Okay, let me show you this. Okay, let me show another spoiler. Let me show you. It's time. It's spoiler time, boys. It's spoiler time. Just a moment. Let me pause again. Let me pause again and let me show you. Just a moment. Let's switch to SoH. Just a moment. And let me show you some amazing spoilers. So let's go here. See this. What do you think about this? Do you see the different art style that we are applying right now? We are no longer doing the just texture on the body. Just texture on the body armor types. This is an example of a mage armor. This is not texture, this is not final, but you can see the volumes. You can see the volumes, how are they portrayed. It's completely different, like the graphics are different. Let's see something else additionally. Another mage armor. And by the way, the team is like speedballing this. Another concept. This is a druid concept. So this is how we start. Always before we start making the 3D model, we just first explore it as a 2D concept. Then we agree about something, like should we change, should we go that route, and only then we produce it as a final stuff. This is not textured. This is from ZBrush, if I'm not mistaken. Just a proposition about one of the armors. How could it be covered? And this is also in ZBrush. This is not in Unity or anything like this. These are just explorations, but as you can see, there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of armors that the Beast Wars Entertainment team is doing, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. See this. For those amongst you who pay closer attention to details, I have unveiled something that, let's see if somebody will write it in the chat. See this. See this. Speaking about assassins, isn't this Master Assassin armor? Right, guys? Isn't this nice? And this is another exploration. I think this is just for the Ranger. I mean, the team is creating so many of those that it's really hard to like keep count on. And the team is just producing, you know. So none of this you have seen in the game. None of this. Another one. And You see, I can keep on going, keep on going, keep on going and showing you. By the way, let me see if this is scaled properly. Yeah, like this. Let me just see. Is it properly scaled? Just a moment. Yeah, like this, it should be fine. Yeah, like this should be perfect. See this. Where is the necromancer armor? I have something better than the necromancer. Like, what do you think about this? The VFX. For me, personally, the VFX on top of any armor is what makes me say, wow, I like this. The VFX really makes the armor, the whole vibe of the person who is wearing this outfit completely different. Another one. Yet again, as I said, this is not textured. So this is not final. This is just out of ZBrush. But you can understand how armors will look like, how they would feel in Scars of Honor. Another concept. Another concept. This is for the druid. And this is the amazing team discussing how can they make them better. And now let me show you this. How about this? This is just with lit again in ZBrush. This is gonna look way better when it's textured, when it is inside the game engine. Now imagine being a ranger and you have this. Right? And I can go and on and on and on and on. It is like a stream of content. But these are none, as I said, none are final. So let's go back to the boss. Where is... Here it is. Okay. No, 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 no. Let me just move this for a moment. I think I got too distracted with these spoilers and now I'm gonna lose it probably again. Did I stun him or something? Run, 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 run. No, 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 no. Ah, now we got him. Now we got him. It's time. It is time. Where is it? Just a moment. It is time for giveaway, guys. Write exclamation mark giveaway in the chat if you want to be one of those lucky winners. That was close. That was close. No, 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 no. Don't give me this. No, 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 no. I need to be on the run. I think I'll beat him this time. But I said it already like 3 times. Said it like 3 times already. No, 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 no. Move, 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 move. Come on. We need to do a giveaway. I like how he's slapping me with one hand. I need to take care of my HP because I don't have a lot of potion left. Ah. Run, 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 run. Ah! That was nasty. Where did he went? I think we got him. No! We got him, we got him, we got him, we got him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Die, die, die. Nice! Giveaway time. Giveaway time. So, let me see which one we go. Let's do this one. Shall we? The Inferno Demon. Let me show it to you. It is lovely. Now let's pick the winner. Everyone, start writing exclamation mark giveaway in the chat. I am drawing the winner. So, and the winner is, drum roll. Let's see. Choose a winner. Flexin, you are the winner. Congrats, man. Congrats. You are the winner of this amazing wallpaper. I want to see a picture of this on your wall. You owe me this. You need to send me a picture once you place it on the wall. Now let me just write here. Flexing. Congrats, man. It's yours. It's yours. Congrats. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Let's first see. Oops. It fell down. This is a blasphemy. Should never go down. Okay. So, let's see what we have right now. Like, what did we receive? 2 torn gloves. Are they the same? Are they the same? Maybe. Let's see. So, what we have here? Broader quiver. Torn gloves. Are they better than mine? Doesn't look like. Ah, we got like nothing. Nothing decent from here. Okay. So, shall we continue? Where should we go now? Continue through the Grim Tango. Okay. Far away from leveling as well. And how will the armor adapt to the other races? Okay, so this is a whole system that we have actually developed in order to make sure that once you put a glove like that big, the arm of the Gruntar is not the same as the arm of the undead, for example. They are with completely different silhouette. So what we are doing is, in order to also not destroy the quality of how it looks, the visuals, what we are doing is we are creating a copy of the same glove and we are manually fitting it towards the new race. That way, once you obtain item, let's say number 55 is the ID of this item, for the Gruntar, you're gonna receive the same glove that is fitted towards the arm of the of the Gruntar. For the undead, you're gonna receive the same mesh fitted towards the arm of the undead. It's super simplified. It's like mega simplified explanation of how this works. But this is in a nutshell. And then once you do this, we have another system that is just with additional sockets. So we create the base model of the glove. And let's say the glove of ID 56 have spikes. We are not creating a brand new mesh. And we are not yet again reattaching it to the Gruntar. No, it is the same base mesh of the glove, which has these spikes on top attached to the socket. But once you do this, you are having, just a second, because the camera is making some weird issues. Just a moment. Let me fix it. And we will continue. Just a moment. Just a second. To fix it. Okay. Okay, so just a moment to fix this. And here we are back. So, what I was explaining. How do we put a same glove and we make sure that we don't over bloat the game client with a lot of meshes for the same glove. So we create a base mesh of the glove. And this is the, let's say, ID55. ID56 is the exact same base mesh, but let's say with spikes over here. We put a socket on the glove that, for those amongst you who knows 3D graphics, etc., can easily right away understand that this will scale it to again perfectly fit. So this is how basically we've created the system to work with one mesh and many races. If I can explain it in that way. Okay, I think I'm ready to leave this place.
My family has been abducted!
Who abducted your family and why? Is the question. Grim Tangle, no, we don't need to go there. Let's speak with this guy.
Tyrant Praetor Draven! I sent for reinforcements, but it's been so long. He has the manner of a man lost in his own mind.
Chests. Do you have any spoilers of the Sun Elves? Not really. We actually have all of the races completely remade. They are completely different, not like completely different, like visually quite upgraded. But I cannot spoil this. It's too much. It's like, this definitely needs to go in a dedicated Scars of Honor stream, because this is a lot of work that I cannot just like give it away on a Sunday stream with the buddies. Oh my god, this NPC was doing a lot of damage. Ah. When we wear the armor sets, will there be any effect as sub-spec? I was explaining this previously in the previous stream. In Scars of Honor, we are dropping completely the concept of sub-specs. Like, example, Frost, Fire, Arcane, that you know very well from, let's say, World of Warcraft. Such thing won't exist in Scars of Honor. What we do is, is this. You have a huge talent tree with a specific lines. Let's say, imagine this is arcane, this is frost, this is fire. However, nothing stops you in mixing in between, creating hybrid. So this is what we wanted to achieve. If you want to go specifically frost or fire or whatever you want to go, be my guest, do it. But simply picking one doesn't mean you need to be excluded from the rest. So this is our philosophy around specializations. Hey Rata, welcome. So what should we do now? Search the count's grave past the memorial. Hey, what's up, Rata? What? Man, these are hitting hard. This is actually tougher than the dungeon, man. And how did you come with the name Aragon for the world? To be honest, this is something that my wife named. And I just loved it, and this is how it went. We were so passionate at that moment to like unveil some story here and there, and it just came like this. My wife has actually quite a lot, like she's responsible for quite a lot in Scars of Honor, because in the beginning it was just me and her doing this. And by the way, she's also very passionate MMORPG player. Like, I'm so lucky. I never thought it's possible to find like beautiful, smart, and really a gamer girl. I don't know why. This was so false understanding of mine. And when I found my wife, I was like in love right away. Hey, thank you for the follow, Rata. Thank you so much. Armagon, I would like to know how to heal in game. Medea will translate that. You tell me, explain it to me the best as you can. Okay. So, how to heal in game is healing in Scars of Honor needs to be fun. Healing in Scars of Honor doesn't need to be you pressing one over and over and over and over again until you see the UI is becoming full green. This is boring. So we're doing something different. We are incorporating the ability for you, we are giving you the choice to decide, do you want to go offensive or you want to go supportive right now? But this doesn't mean that you are as good as a DPS. No, you won't be. But this also means that you are not worthless in, let's say, a PvE fight, PvP fight. This is not the case. Healers, we want them engaged in the combat. And being engaged in the combat in two ways. DPS and healing. Not just doing simple and boring healing. So I think that's the best way I can explain healing in Scars of Honor. Man, this hits hard. Am I so low level to be here? I think I am. Maybe I need to teleport somewhere. Maybe I need to go. Can I come here? Let's see. So this. Can I upgrade something? Torn gloves? Not really. Rusted great helm. No, it's not better. Which level am I? Level 8 monk. Which level was that? Monster level 7, so I should be fine. Why are they hitting so hard? Like, what is wrong? See this guy. I mean, he's bonkers. This guy is bonkers. So he hit, and now he's trying to run. Is this your strategy, man? What? Whoa. He's going ballistic on me. I need to kill this guy. I definitely want to kill this guy. Oh, nice. Die. Whoa. Whoa. That was nasty. So, search the Count's grave. The next test will be about dungeons and PvP apart for crafting and items. Yes. I can answer you with the long and extensive answer. Yes. And PvE is going to be huge. I mean, you're gonna love what you're gonna see. We are preparing something that is not built in any MMORPG so far. And I'm not just telling you this to hype you up. It's just what it is. No. Short bow. I don't need that. The test will be at the end or beginning of next year. End of this year. End of this year, we're gonna have the biggest so far test that we have ever made. Scroll of Wisdom. Yeah, I need this. I need this. Should I turn the music a little bit up? What do you guys think? Why not, right? Like this, maybe? Boom. Kaboom, baby! As one famous guy once said. Oh my god, these are nasty. Why don't you just die? Oh, that was good. Man, these are nasty. I need to level up so hard. Maybe I need to kill this one first. I think I received a new stuff. Did I? He gave me nothing. What a shame. Shield. Who needs a shield? So chain armor. Ah, this one is better. Why am I keeping this? These are like trash. What is this? Quiver. Ah, quiver. I'm not using anything like bows and arrows. And let's do it again. Isn't it time to obtain any new spells? Oh my god, that felt so good. That felt so good, boys. Ah, ah. No, 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 no. Let's get away from here. Let's get away. When will we be able to play closed beta? End of the closed beta next year. Closed beta next year. I thought you were asking about the public test. The next public test is end of the year, but the closed beta next year. And we're gonna stream it and play it together, right? That would be not lovely, isn't it? Come. Ah, ha, ha. Chasing this guy, I died. So why am I doing this? Let me just go for a little bit more experience to level up. Whoa. Dude, it does feel nice. No, 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 no. Oh, that was nice. Search the cemetery of the Eternals for the tomb of the consort and the mausoleum. Okay. Tomb of the consort. So we need to go in, boys. We need to go in. And in we go. Checkpoint. Coffins. Why I was expecting to find something different in these coffins. It was more than obvious, nothing else could have come out. I think this needs to do a little bit more AoE. I think it feels a little bit weak, you know. Maybe it does a bit more later on, but right now it definitely feels weak. Definitely does. No, 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 wait. I need a little bit more XP and then I'm next level. Hopefully I will become stronger after that. Why don't you just die, man? Why don't you just die? Man, this guy is not receiving anything like it's supposed to feel. Ah. Okay, kill me and let's do it again. I don't think I'll be able to kill him like that. No, no. Let's give it another go. Resurrect and let's see now. Let's see. So, what is here? Search for the compass, Memorial's Gate, finding the forge. Okay, let me check. What do we have here? Orb of transmutation, upgrades a normal item to magic item. Can I do this? Okay. So we made this and good gem. Maybe this. Failing thunder. Martial temple. Oh, this is nice attack. How about this? Let me reduce a little bit the music. I cannot hear. Maybe like that.
Frozen locusts will explode when attacked by you or your enemies. Placing it in front of attacking enemies will allow you to both retreat and deal damage.
That's nice. How about this?
Is a cold area attack that ends with a powerful spike of ice.
I like this one. So let's put this over here and let's put this here and let's do this. No, put it here. Why can I do this? Glacial Cascade. Can I do it here? Why I cannot place it here? Come on. Killing Palm. Oh, I took Killing Palm. Not this. Glacial Cascade, Killing Palm attack. And this is also attack. Failing Thunder. No. What is wrong? Oh, that was nice. No. Oh, now he summoned minions. Are they minions or I just pulled them? No, move. Oh, this does a lot of damage to him. Let's try it again. I think I can get him now. Nice. Nice. Wooden cub. I don't need this. I need those. So, let's see now. Uncut support gem. Cold infusion. Failing thunder. Glacial cascade. Why I cannot use this? Glacial cascade. Why I cannot place it anywhere? Gem. Skills. What is wrong? Do I need to have something? Like a code? What is it, guys? Do you know why I cannot place this on the action bar? Like, what could have been the reason? Requires quarterstaff. I have quarterstaff. Here it is. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that, Medea. So... it's really weird. Let's see the others. Maybe 3. What is this?
Staggering palm can be used to stun an enemy with a nearly full stun meter. Enemies that are vulnerable to staggering palm have... Tempest Bell must be charged up by striking enemies with melee attacks.
This is the bell.
Hit the bell with other skills to make
Oh, this is nice. Let's take this one. Where should I put it? Maybe... Failing thunder, maybe here? Okay. Now we have this build. Combo to place a resonating beam and damages enemies when hit. Okay. Finally, maybe this is the bell that we needed to obtain. Right, boys? This is the bell. So how do I place it now? I need to build... Okay, I need to build more. Okay. If I choose healing in my talent tree, how many skills will I be able to carry on my skill bar? Great question. Definitely, we don't want to just go and allow you to have like 30. This is too much. However, 6 or 8 can also feel like not enough. So I believe the best midpoint is around 20. And let's not forget that we need to make sure that all of these spells that are existing there are actually meaningful. I mean, you don't need like 3 frost bows or 3 fireballs. Or like, what is the difference between fireball or pyroblast? They're pretty much the same, with a small difference. Like, you know, when you can use a talent to build the fireball into pyroblast. This is the direction where Scars of Honor goes. So 20 is like probably the ideal amount of action bars I want to see on the bar. This is some sort of a vest we don't need. Okay, so let's try this. Oh yeah, the bell is nice. The bell feels nice. Yeah. Let's try to put this. Oh, it does feel well. We have another talent point, don't we, boys? What is this? Flow like water. Faster start of energy shield. Gain 3 life per enemy killed. Oh, that's nice. Increase evasion rating. And then we have this faster start of energy shield recharge. Increased stun threshold. Let's get this. We need a little bit of sustainability. Let's do the Blizzard Rain spell for Diablo in Scars of Honor. Let's do it! Why not?
Feel the shock.
Man, the bell feels nice. Doesn't make a lot of damage, to be honest. Let me just bump up the music a little bit. Yes. Let's get back to the game. Ooh. This idea with the bell is so nice. By the way, I'm gonna show you something cool. Really, really cool. Just in a moment. How many of you have ever tried developing a game? How many? To be honest, it doesn't matter. It only matters if you are familiar with like engines like Unity or Unreal Engine. Do you know? You know very well that the client of Scars of Honor is built with Unity. However, many of you are probably already familiar that there are two very big engines, Unity and Unreal. And we are all have seen what Unreal Engine can do in terms of graphics. But Unreal Engine has something very, very cool, and it's called Blueprints. Blueprints is a technology that allows you to create visual scripting and enforce logic on an NPC or a behavior in all kind of sorts triggered by just an event system. So let me show you this. Right now we are developing a blueprint system for our internal engine. I don't know if you're familiar, but Scars of Honor is developed on a proprietary in-house built by Beastbars Entertainment backend engine. What I mean by backend engine? Backend engine, we are using it to create the server for the game. Because if we want to build the client, as I said, we already have Unity and Unreal, and this is what we use to build it. But when it comes to building the server, you need a completely different tool. Unity or Unreal, they are not built at all to sustain an MMORPG server. You cannot use them for that. You can hack them, you can use different approaches to achieve similar thing, but it is just using like a fork to eat soup. It is not created for that. So let me show you this. Just a moment. And here it is. Swag, here it is. Yes. So this, what you see right now, is a picture from a very early concept of the blueprint system that we are implementing right now, very resembling the one that is in Unreal Engine, so that everybody who have worked with this engine, if they come in our company, they can work with this. But there is something even bigger than that. This engine that we have created for making the server of Scars of Honor, very soon we're gonna launch it publicly for everybody. Why? Because there is no such tool right now on the market that allows you to build large scale MMORPG servers for projects like Scars of Honor. I know that competition builds this in-house, and they always keep it in-house. Like, if you have this, you don't want to share it. But this is not what we do here at Beast Burst Entertainment. So very soon you're gonna hear interesting news, and they're gonna be big ones. So let's get back to the game. One of the things I like about what you are doing is talking directly to the community and explaining all the things. Yes, this is something that I really want to get back into and make sure I spend enough time with the community, because you know what? We are making a game for you. If I'm not here engaging with you guys to understand like what you like, what you don't like, what you're afraid of, what you never want to see in game, then how can I be confident that I'm translating proper vision to all of the Beast Burst employees? You know, this is why I wanted to be back. And it's actually doing great so far. This is my third stream, and I'm having a lot of fun. And I see a lot of engagement from you. And it's always different people, which really keeps me going, you know? And right now we are not even released game. It will be completely different once we release it. For sure. So where shall we go? We need to go this route. Whoa! Let's put the bell. Oh, it's so useful as an AoE tool. This guy is so nasty. Ooh, that was close. Scroll of Wisdom. Oof. Man, I love when this happens. Oh, here we're gonna have a boss fight very soon, looks like. No, 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 no. Can I summon the bell? Yeah. Feel this. Whoa. No, 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 what happened? Man, this is crowded. Like, if this is not crowded, I don't know. Ah, I'm gonna die here. Yeah, the spirit is near, and my is about to come out as well. So I don't know if they're near, but I'm nearly dead. Ah! Come on. Oh! That felt nice. That felt nice. Am I gonna survive this? What do you think, guys? I don't think I'm gonna survive this. I definitely don't think so. No. Oh. That was nasty. Did it? Why there is no closer checkpoint or anything like that? Maybe I didn't found it? Let's speedrun this. Move. No. Why am I going that direction? I don't need to go there. What did I did? Okay, let's go step by step towards there. No. Healing palm is really useful 1 versus 1. Nice. Whoa. No. So I think I'm close by, but here somewhere I need to find a checkpoint or something. It's really hard to beat this, you know? See what is happening. How can I beat this? It's impossible. Nice. Oh my god, I need to move from here. Should I do something here? Ah, I just obtained this. Okay, you obtain and you move. Okay. And I think I will be dead here. No, come on. So, what is next? Explore the tomb in court of and search for Draven and his consort. Okay, so we need to pass this route. Is there anything? If I go this route, maybe? Yeah, there is another path. No. Dead end. Another spoiler, can you? Of course, just let me know what you are interested in. Medea just translated everything for me. I'm fine with the idea of having 20 skills. I understand what you mean by having 6 ranks of Ice Blast. The idea is to have one and upgrade it, and only have an upgrade rank. Yeah, this is the route we go. I need to learn Spanish, right? Come on, what is happening? These guys are not taking any damage. This is not normal. I can teach you some words. Like hola. These are keep on coming. These are just keep on coming. Very soon I'm gonna level up. What is this? Okay. So Cemetery of the Eternals, waypoint. No. Ah, I cannot pronounce this. I cannot pronounce this. By the way, I always had a regret that I haven't learned Spanish. It is definitely an exotic language. I mean, it sounds so cool, man. It sounds so cool. Like English, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm speaking it, but it sounds boring. But when it comes to Spanish, it just feels different, you know. And especially if you are listening to a Spanish song, it's completely different. Like Spanish sounds... It sounds like exotic, you know. Wait, who is spawning those? Is this guy spawning them? I think he is spawning them. I think I need to kill this guy. Yeah. This was the boss. What should we do now? Why I cannot enter? Nice. Wait. Who is here? Here is he. This guy needs to die as fast as possible. Nice. Now we have a new point, so let's get this. We need a little bit more healing. Wait, what happened here? Oh my god! What? Armagon, I have another question. I managed to get PvP rank 14 in World of Warcraft. Oh, really? Really? That's quite a lot. And I was playing PvP for 3 months every day for 20 hours. Man, that's dedication, isn't it? And I slept for only 4. And I did that every day to get to the Great War World. Will there be something that difficult in Scars of Honor? Man, you're speaking to a PvP player. I love PvP. So definitely we're gonna have this sort of a ranking system that it really needs to for you to be invested in order to achieve. And yet again, if it's something easy to achieve, it doesn't give you any joy. And this is yet another example of how something that you fight for a long time gives you quite a sense of fulfillment at the end. So we're definitely gonna have such thing. Are you going to see transfigurations? Like, what is that? What do you mean?
Feel the shock.
Man, this is having quite a lot of HP, isn't it? Man, it feels like it's making no damage. Is this making damage now? Whoa. How do they plan to do the housing for players and guilds? Housing is one of those systems that we decided to definitely do, but with a dedicated event after the release of the game. It is too risky right now to say we're gonna have housing from the start of the game, because this might shift the focus of the player towards something that we unintentionally don't want to the player to be like focused, especially at the start of the game. So this is definitely something that we're gonna have after a release of the game, but it is an important topic for us that we want to have at the dedicated time to do properly. Right now we don't want to engage in like too many systems so that we end up with none of them working as it should. So yeah, this is our take on housing. Gracias, por favor. Whoa. I'm not really sure if I have to even try this right now, because with the amount of HP that I have, it's kinda worthless, you know. Ah, no. I'm still waiting for my Necromancer's armor. You have to wait. You definitely have to wait for the good things. Let's do it like that. So let me see if I have something cool for you. Just a moment. Let me see this. No, just a moment. 30. Let me show you one. But I mean one, and that should be it for this. Like, I will just leave you to your representation, like your interpretation of this. Let me show you this. Just a moment. See this. What does this look? What do you think this is? Does it feel like something? What could that be? You know? Let's see if you can guess what I'm showing you. Like, this is a very, very small part of something. Let me see if you can guess what I'm showing you. And let's go back to the game. Just a moment. Mini dungeon. No, not a mini dungeon. This is a small, very, very, very small part of a dungeon. And as you have seen, it is... this is one of the incomplete parts that I wanted to maybe to showcase, because it's not spoiling too much. But at least you can have a grasp of the direction where we are going, if you are paying a little bit more of attention. No, 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 no. Man, this was hitting hard. So let me kill these. Let me just see something, just a moment. Just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Shot, maybe? It doesn't feel like it actually works. Okay, never mind. Let's continue. That was nice. Whoa. Man, it makes a lot of damage. Okay, I think I give up. I think I really give up with this. I'm not really sure I'm doing it this correctly. I really don't think I'm doing this correctly. Let's get back. Let's get back to Scars of Honor and your interesting questions, ladies and gentlemen. Let me find some interesting spoilers that are not unveiling too much, but that are also interesting to cover. And let's say this. In the meantime, let me do this. Let me go like that. Just a moment. Oh no. So let's do this. Give me a second. And let's go back to this. Let me open up the stop the music and go here. This is not a spoiler, but this is something that I wanted to discuss that I previously showed. So let's watch this. Let's watch this together.
Gathering in Scars of Honor refers to collecting resources, from mining to woodcutting to herbalism and skinning.
This is important here to be noted. What you're seeing here is not final. This animation, these VFXs, even the model of the tree, the model of the character as well, gonna be completely swapped when we release the game. The UI is also gonna be changed. So this is very, very important.
Glow trees and fishing spots. The higher their tier, the better and more valuable the materials. Gathering requires particular
Now,
tools.
this is one thing that I was discussing with the team. Let me just find it where exactly it was. Just a moment. Here, yes. So this is one of the things that I was discussing. This is a different type of fishing that the team right now is working on. But I really think we should probably go back to the default fishing pole. What do you guys think? So we have another question. Medea just translated what you said for me. I'm glad to know that we have faced such difficult things and that we have to invest a lot of time in them. People like that. I think you're on the right track. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time. Ever since I first saw it, I loved it. We already have a Discord with a lot of people from the guild. Really? That's really nice. Say hi to all of them from me. We have many conversations and talk a lot. I'll tell them everything you told me. They'll be very, very happy. Thank you for that. Invite them next time to the stream. Let's discuss together. When fishing having some dynamics that imitate the waves, that would be interesting, but don't know. Yeah, I'm not really sure if we need to do this like pole fishing rather than fishing pole. You know, this is like a spear fishing.
Now, it's getting there, and we are going to improve on it with every new update in the future.
Yes, this is just the beginning. So this is what I was referring to when I was saying that. Sorry, where did that go? Here. This is what I was referring when I said gathering and crafting doesn't need to be something that you just right click and you stay and you wait and watch what is happening. You need to be engaged in this. So this is the gathering. Here we are discussing it, and here is the biggest review from the past stream. So this is another very controversial topic that is important to be discussed. Like mobile for MMORPG is having bad history. I know this. I completely agree with this. But that doesn't mean that we cannot make a decent MMORPG on a phone. To be honest, we are actually obligated to do so. Gaming is evolving. Like it or not, gaming is not what it used to be 20 years ago. And I'll give you an example, like first-hand example of what we experienced in BGS last year in Brazil. I've seen a lot of young kids, like 12, 13 years old. They came to our booth because there was a long queue for people to play. And when their time came, because I was sitting on a big screen and I was seeing like all of the 10 monitors, they were playing 5 versus 5 and they were playing this battleground. So, very often, very often, I was seeing people like these young kids, they were not being able to control the mouse. And I was like, what? Really? How come? You know what they told me when they asked them, hey, why you cannot play? The answer was unanimous. I play only mobile games. And we had a bet with one of the developers. We had a bet with one of the developers while flying towards Brazil. And he was like, Venelin, you know what? I'm gonna bet with you that we're gonna face a lot of players that will not know how to use keyboard. And I was like, come on, you don't know how to use keyboard? This is ridiculous. Well, that was reality. So we are always complaining, like a lot of YouTubers, content creators, they are complaining the genre is stagnant, the genre is going down, we see no innovations, we see nothing new on the horizon. Yet when somebody is trying to do something new, it is, of course, with the bad history that we have, it is again making you think that it might not be a great idea. But to be honest, I really believe in mobile. I believe it as not as a core of the project. Like Scars of Honor is created for PC, and the mobile is a supplement towards the PC so that we can have more players online. But that doesn't mean having good PC experience mean you're having bad mobile, or having good mobile means you're having bad PC. This is the pitfall where many gaming studios fail. And this is why we want to take a different approach. We have a dedicated team that is working only on the mobile. So, yeah, it's true. I'm from Brazil, and the culture here was recently migrated a lot from PC to cell phones. You see? By the way, we had an amazing time in Brazil. Will the phone game be the same as the PC game, or they will be different? The controls will be completely different because, from the phone you need to use different controls. However, the game will be cross-platform. What does this mean? This means that if you are playing from PC and somebody is your friend, for example, is right now in the bus or he's waiting on a queue somewhere, he can pop in from the mobile and he can play with you. You can do dungeons, you can do questing, you can do gathering, you can do whatever you like from the mobile. The problem is having a game like this MMO that is complete and balanced between PC and mobile. Yes, this is the hardest part to achieve, but I think we can do it. And think about it, guys. If we nail down the mobile, we are automatically opening the doors to a lot more players. And what is a healthy MMORPG? A healthy MMORPG is MMORPG with a lot of players. and mobile is helping for this. If you can add setting where it shows your character face and how it does in WoW and what is in the interface they currently have. Yeah, like these are customizations that we can always do. This is not the problem. So this was the Q&A. This was the art update. Let me see what else. Oh, by the way, guys, how many of you have watched this? Tell me, ladies and gentlemen, tell me, Scars of Honor fans, do you want us to get back to this? Have you watched those? Do you like them? Let's watch them together.
The soul, the blessing of our immortality, and the curse of our burning hunger. The soul, wasted on the so-called champions of the gods of order, the humans.
Since the dawn of our creation, we have been hunting them.
Drinking their pain and torments, soul by soul. But one soul is not enough. To have a future, we need plenty at our disposal.
But Lord Centenier,
Let me just stop here. We actually kicked off the War of the Barons. We kicked it off, and then we decided that we need to take the 2D team away from the war, so that they focus on concepts like armors, dungeons, etc., etc., etc. But let me know, do you like this type of content?
souls cannot be stored, Your Highness.
The gods made vessels for this purpose.
Yes, the human bodies.
In our search, Lady Grimora and I unlocked powers much bigger than any of you.
War is something that is being greatly lost in recent years in MMO development. The fact that you are giving it importance again touches on something that's been sorely lacking lately and will certainly set you apart.
Were created.
Completely
The
agree with
gods
this.
waged war on Aragon.
Completely agree with this.
Relics of
So
that
both
time
factions have their
still
own reasons for
left,
surviving.
But
Yes.
they too are powerful.
And this was very important why we were making the scenario for this. We wanted to portray the reasons of infernal demons, not to just right away tell you, hey, the infernal demons are bad, you know. This is not what we wanted to achieve. What we wanted to achieve is to show you the two different viewpoints and you to pick which side you want to be on.
Deadly. We searched for each and every speck of that power.
This was made when? Like 2 years ago.
And we knew the gods of chaos wouldn't let us down.
Boom. I hope you're not coming with anything woke for the famous modern audiences, because the entire gaming community in general is fed up with the political propaganda.
I present
Yeah.
you the future of the
This is
infernal
definitely not a
demons.
side that we want to be on
A
right now.
dark and
Not
empty
that we have
future,
anything against.
as it
I mean,
seems,
everything
too
is
open for
free
us.
to express whatever
The
he
soul
wants.
ring needs an
However,
infernal demon entity
we
inside
want to
leech
portray
the souls into
a
the stone,
different
and another
different
demon
energy
entity outside to
that
control it.
was
The only
famous
way to
back
do
then.
so
Let's
is
say
an
it like
infernal
this.
seal. To split two of us in half and fuse the parts
I know the turning point when
together.
Blizzard made a
One
mistake
half
when many
out,
casual players
and the
started
other
complaining
half
that they
in.
couldn't have the same armor and items that a person who have been playing for
Too big
years
a
had,
sacrifice,
and
I
Blizzard
say.
decided to give them
You were
everything
too
for free
weak to
starting with the
try
fourth
it.
expansion.
That's what you say. But
Many
your
pitfalls,
king and
you know?
queen are powerful enough. And the seal will not only wake the soul ring, it will make us equal to the gods
I will be
themselves.
100% domination and I will kill everyone who is a part of the Holy Order. The Sacred Order, you mean?
Two hearts beating as one. Two minds thinking as
Now
one.
the big one is
Two
coming, boys.
infernal
The
flames
big one is coming.
burning 100-fold stronger.
Two of us forever one. One will. One magic. For the future of our race.
Now see this. See what's coming. I mean, you see the vibe? You see the energy here? Completely
Today
different.
the human armies march into the dark desert. A holy crusade to vanquish us all, they call it. But that's how we see it. A feast for the Infernal Empire. A feast for the Soul Ring. March under the royal flags and feed all human souls to the Soul Ring. Let's fill it to the brim and make a future for our sons. We say, we rip their soul.
Nice. Nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to all of the winners in today's stream. Make sure you reach our community manager or Puffy Muffins in Discord to drop your contacts. We're gonna send you the amazing wallpapers, and I want pictures from them from your walls. Rather than that, next 2 weeks I'll be off from streaming because I'll be away with the family on a family trip. But right after that, I'm back here. We are streaming yet again another cool game, and we are discussing a lot of things about Scars of Honor, a lot of cool things. So make sure you hit that follow and make sure you're around every Sunday so that we are having an amazing time. So far, thank you so much and see you next time. Thank you. Bye bye.